Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Undertale. Last episode, we made it into the ruins after meeting Toriel and having a great time just being friends. In this episode, well, this was unexpected, we're going to get into our very first battle ever. I mean, we did technically fight Flowey, we did technically fight the dummy, we did technically come into contact with that first other frogget, but I don't think those other three count. Anyway, so, let's get, let me just explain this one thing first. Without spoiling too many things, there is, in the good ending of the game, which is one of three endings, there's a good ending, a bad ending, and a perfect ending. During the perfect ending, which is the one I am aiming for, there are specific requirements that will allow you to... So basically, during the perfect ending, you get to see, like, special text of each enemy, and depending on how you interact with them, you will get different text, and I'm going to be going out of my way to get as perfect of an ending with each character as I can. In Frogget's case, you have to compliment him. Frogget didn't understand what you said, but was flattered anyway. Blushes deeply. Ribbon. So, onto the actual combat of Undertale. It is some sort of a bullet hell game. Frogget seems reluctant to fight. This is... when it says this... Actually, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. When an enemy's name turns yellow, then you can spare them. And you earn nothing but gold. As I said last time, the only way to earn experience, or EXP, is through killing the enemy. And we don't want to do that. So there are three different endings to the game. One of them is where you kill everything. Not a single enemy can remain. The second ending is where you spare some things, kill some things, spare everything, kill everything. It's just the neutral ending. And you may notice I said kill everything. It's different from the bad ending, because with the bad ending, you have to go out of your way to actually hunt down everything. The encounter rate, the more enemies you kill, the lower the encounter rate will become, and if you kill a certain amount of enemies and go to the save point, it will tell you that you killed everything. And the best ending is where you spare everyone. And that's that one that I'm going to be going for. Anyway, it says take one. Take a piece of candy? Yes, you took a piece of candy. Press C to open the menu. Items. Alright, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. I don't like how restrictive the inventory is. It is very small, and you can only hold, like, I think 8 or 10 items. If you've played Earthbound, you'll definitely know the horror of having small inventory space, but this one is even less forgiving. So it said take one, but what if we keep taking some? You took more candy. How disgusting. You take another piece. You feel like the scum of the earth. After you take enough candy, you took too much too fast. The candy spills onto the floor. You can only take at most 4 pieces of candy until the candy spills. But anyway, I think we should probably go over Monster Candy. Monster Candy heals 10 HP. Has a distinct non-licorice flavor. Already, that heals half of our health. Frogget didn't understand what you said, but was flattered. We've already gone over this. Anyway, the combat system of Undertale. It's a bit of a bullet hell game where if you touch anything white, then it'll damage you for varying amounts of HP. And while I'm also here, I might as well mention that during this perfect ending, you only need to complete said, XYZ requirements once per enemy. There are several different ways to spare enemies, but the only way to get the good ending for each character is if you complete yada 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 requirement at least once. I don't think threatening Frogget will actually... Actually, let's try it right now. Does threatening Frogget cause it to, like, spare it? And new attack. It does. Okay, so you can spare or compliment, but complimenting it is the only way to get the good ending with that character. I should probably mention this. Cracked floors are very sensitive. If you stand on them, you fall right through onto some leaves, which miraculously break your fall. Thankfully, there's a little hole right here, so we can very easily go through. Hello? This is Torio. For no reason in particular, which do you prefer? Cinnamon or butterscotch? I personally am not a very big fan of either of them, but I'm just gonna go with B-scotch. Oh, I see. Thank you very much. Hello, this is Torio. You do not dislike cinnamon, do you? I know what your preference is, but would you turn up your nose if you found it on your plate? Right, I understand. Thank you for being patient, by the way. She's so sweet. 3 out of 4 gray rocks recommend you push them. Keep that in mind. Maybe this one didn't want us to push it because it sent a Whimsun to attack us. Whimsun approached meekly. The correct way to spare this... first off, you might notice that its text immediately appears yellow. If you do this, I don't think you get any money from it. But the correct way to spare this thing is to console it. Halfway through your first word, Whimsun bursts into tears and runs away. Never mind, you don't actually get any gold from it whatsoever. Alright. Whether you console or terrorize Whimsun, the result is always the same. It bursts into tears. Ah, crap. My memory can't save me here. So, recognize this pattern, because you'll need to remember it. Please don't step on the leaves. Alright. That also gives you a hint as to what... Dang it! As to what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to recognize the pattern of the leaves, or rather, where the leaves aren't, and just simply don't step on those tiles. Go up here. Didn't you read the sign downstairs? Oh right, don't step on the leaves. And go all the way over here, and up, and... What the... You guys saw that, right? Did I, like, get into an encounter, but not get into an... That was weird. Alright, I mean, I'm not complaining. You tripped into a line of mold smalls. These are also another enemy that you can spare immediately, just like Whimsun, but you still won't get anything out of it. Whoa there, partner. Who said you could push me around? Hmm? So you're asking me to move over? Okay, just for you, Pumpkin. You want me to move some more? Alrighty, how's this? That's... That was the wrong direction? Okay, I think I got it. Thank you. Was that helpful? I never thought a rock would make me so angry. You want me to stay there? You're giving me a real workout. Knowing the mouse might one day leave its hole and get the cheese fills you with determination. This cheese has been here quite a long time. It's stuck to the table. You can inspect the mouse hole to get a little squeaky sound. Are they gone yet? This ghost keeps saying, oh right. This ghost keeps saying Z out loud repeatedly, pretending to sleep. Move it with force? I don't know how we'd be able to do that considering it's a ghost, but sure. Meet Napstablook, our very first, I want to say boss fight? But anyways, Napstablook. 10 attack, 10 defense. This monster doesn't seem to have a sense of humor. Oh, I'm real funny. He attacks you by crying on you. Napstablook is wishing they weren't here. What you do is you have to cheer it 3 times. You gave Napstablook his patient smile. I'm not really feeling up to it right now. Sorry. This is a gray attack. It can't hurt you. There's only like 2 or 3 of them in the entire game. Napstablook looks just a little bit better. You told Napstablook a little joke. This attack is fairly oh, that was close. That's a pretty difficult attack to dodge because it gets really claustrophobic. Cheering seems to have improved Napstablook's mood again. Napstablook wants to show you something. Let me try it. I call it Dapper Blook. Do you like it? Napstablook eagerly awaits your response. You may have noticed that his name hasn't turned yellow yet. That's because, well, you can't actually spare him. The only way to get this correct response is to cheer on him 3 times and then do either one of 2 responses, flirt or cheer. Oh no. I don't actually know the answer to that, but I wonder if you can actually get hit by those 2 little tears that he leaves behind after the battle. I usually come to the ruins because there's nobody around, but today I met somebody nice. Oh, I'm rambling again. I'll get out of your way. I really like Napstablook's character. He's really nice. He's sweet. Spider bake sale. All proceeds go to real spiders. Leave 7 jold. Leave 7G in the web? Yeah. Some spiders crawled down, gave you a donut. Leave 18G in the web? We don't have enough. Oh. No. Yeah, you only have 8 inventory. That's very restricting, considering that our inventory was already half consumed by nothing but candy. Did you miss it? Spider bake sale, down and to the right. Come eat food made by spiders, for spiders, of spiders. Ew. Ribbit. My friend never listens to me. Whenever I talk, they skip through my words by pressing X. But what if you didn't do that? That's right. Pressing X. Well, at least you listen to me. Yeah, if you listen to his words and be one person to listen to him, he actually thanks you. But anyway, let's start skipping text. I heard using F4 you can full screen. But what does F4 stand for? 4 frogs? I've only seen a maximum of 3 frogs in this room. This is troubling, to say the least. Well, maybe you saw 3 frogs, but I said come on, I see 4. There's an ant-sized frog in a crack in the wall. It waves at you. Oh, here's Vegetoid. Vegetoid came out of the earth. Let's have some dinner. Pat your stomach. Vegetoid offers a healthy meal. Eat your greens. This is an introduction to a brand new type of attack. Green attacks. They heal you. You won! You earned 0 XP and 4 gold. Ribbit. I've heard you are quite merciful for a human. Surely you know by now a monster wears a yellow name when you can spare it. What do you think of that? Very, it's helpful bad. A lot of people read it as that for some reason, when it's clearly very helpful versus it's bad. It is really helpful. Remember, sparing is just saying you won't fight. Maybe one day, you'll have to do it even if their name isn't yellow. Keep that in mind. That is a very, very huge hint. I've heard you were quite merciful. Yeah. What if we say it's bad? Really? Then I'll tell all of my friends to tell their friends' friends never use yellow names. How about that? No more yellow names. This will make it so that when you finally meet the requirements to spare a monster, in this case, dinner, eat your greens. Yes. It doesn't show up as yellow. So if we talk to him again, how are you doing without yellow names? Bring them back, I miss them. Huh? It's rather inconvenient that you changed your mind like this, since I told everyone not to use yellow names. Everyone threw theirs out. Well, last year it was fashionable to have pink names. I think everyone still has those in their closets somewhere. I'll ask everyone to look. This is the last time. So after you bring them back, every name is going to be pink now. If you're a newcomer to this game, I recommend keeping the yellow text because it can be pretty difficult to see pink text. And it's also pretty difficult to, not have it be white text or yellow text, period. But yeah, I think that's going to be all for this episode. Hello? I just realized that it has been a while since I've cleaned up. I was not expecting to have company so soon. There are probably a lot of things lying about here and there. You can pick them up, but do not carry more than you need. Someday you might see something you really like. You will want to leave your room in your pockets for that. Anyways, I think that's going to be it for this episode. We fought our first mini-boss fight, whatever, with Napstablook, and made quite a lot of progress through the new ruins. Next time, we're going to be making even more progress through the ruins, and hopefully meet up with Toriel. See you guys then.